going to be diving more into laser hair removal, what to expect if you have a session in the next coming days, and what to expect afterwards when you had your laser hair removal session. Let's get right into the video. Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time I've seen this beautiful face, please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button. My name is Kelly. I create content around nurses, skincare, aesthetics and lifestyle, and also talk about a little bit of personal development on this channel. I noticed that in my previous videos where I talked about laser hair remover, actually did really well, and I got a lot of response and questions from you guys. Today's video I'm going to be diving more into laser hair removal, what to expect if you have a session in the next coming days, and what to expect afterwards when you had your laser hair removal session. Let's get right into the video. What is laser? If you've watched my former videos, or if this is your first time of coming to this channel, laser hair remover basically is a type of hair removal method which is not permanent but helps to reduce the hair and gets it to the final coarse thin hair, which is exactly what most people want. Many women in today's world struggle with facial hair. It's a lot of struggle for so many women now to reduce the hair, to get it finer, and they sometimes have hair in the most uncomfortable places on the face, on the bikini line areas, and they tend to develop bumps there. So the first thing you need to know is the hair have cycles. So they have the anagen phase, catagen phase, telogen phase. Now these phases of hair growth, depending on which part of your hair phase your hair is in, it might require more sessions. In the last video, most people were talking about electrolysis. Electrolysis is really great, but if you've not had multiple sessions and you have coarse hair, the truth is that electrolysis would, as you're trying to pull out the hair from its hair, it might break and you will require more sessions. So this video is mostly about laser hair. For some women, when they have their hair cut, or they shave their hair, or they wax their hair, or they pick their hair, the hair grows back depending on how fast or what is the major cause of your facial hair. In the last video I talked about different causes of facial hair. I spoke about hormones, I spoke about medical conditions, I spoke about genetics. Now these women have different rates at which their hair growth occurs. Some women, when they tweeze or wax, in the next 3 to 4 days they start to see the hair start to feel something on the jawline areas of their face. So for these type of women, when you're going in for your laser hair removal session as an aesthetic practitioner or someone who has worked on facial hair using lasers, the best advice would be to at least trim the hair 2 days prior to your laser hair removal session. The reason I'll talk about researching the person who is doing the laser, the clinic that is performing the laser. Are they known for such type of services? The person who is doing your laser hair removal, what experience do they have they managed complications before? And then you book for a consultation. So I'm going to be talking about consultations. The reason why you're booking for a consultation is to get your skin assessed. So your aesthetic practitioner is going to have a look at your skin and determine the number of sessions that you need depending on how coarse your hair is. So when you come in, different women have different causes of facial hair and how fast their hair grows. Their hair tends to grow out within a week, within 2 weeks, or some people, if they're lucky, within 3 weeks. Now as an aesthetic practitioner, you will determine, depending on your conversations with the person, determine how many sessions and how quickly they are to come back for their next session. For some women who have really fast hair growth, and depending on which hair cycle they are in, if you've not really watched my first video, please, I would advise you to do. It's up in the link showing here. Depending on the hair cycle, you are being asked to come back within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So I would really advise that when you're booking for your laser hair removal session, you should save up, because cost is a major factor why some people drop out of laser hair removal. I'm going to be talking about cost later on in this video. So your number of sessions, the first 4 sessions is closely booked together. You can do 2 weeks every 2 weeks, so that you can get the hair to a point where it starts to become finer. That way, for some other women, the first 4 sessions the hair is still a little bit coarse. At that point, do not lose hope or do not lose faith. So the reason for your consultation is, some people can be told, oh, you need 16 sessions or you need 8 sessions, depending on the first assessment and after taking a proper history. from you. So once you've confirmed the number of sessions that you're going to have from your practitioner, you're going to be having a patch test done. But before that, there's a conversation that will come up about type of laser. Please and please and please, all right, for skin of color, the best type of laser is ndyaglaser. For that is the laser that will get you to the root of the hair and will not damage your skin and will not get you any skin burns. So that laser is the best type of laser. If your other skin types or other fixed patches, please speak to your practitioner and they will let you know which type of laser that is suited for your skin. So as someone who has worked on skin of color, I am well knowledgeable about ndyaglaser for type of laser. So I've worked with aerolase, I've worked with gela, I've also worked with photoner laser. These are lasers that I'm very familiar with. So you have a conversation about the type of laser and then you move to having a patch test done. Technically, like I said, a patch test is just having a part of your skin that we're going to use a laser to test and see if the laser is actually going to be great for your skin, or if there are any concerns. You go home and come back and then we'll have a look at that area and see how well or which setting we are going to be using for you. For some sensitive skin, when we use the normal settings from the device, some people tend to have burnt, so we can decide to reduce the frequency of the laser and then try it on you, and then you still get the same result as someone who had the high frequency. What we can now do is to book your sessions closely together, because the setting that we use is actually of a lower setting than the normal settings that we are going to basically use. So you've booked for your laser, you know the number of sessions, you've had your hair. What next you're going to do is to have your pictures taken. For some clinics, we take pictures just to monitor the progress of the hair. So when you come back and say, oh, I've got burns, I've got this, I've got that, we are able to know, oh, this is what happened to your skin. So as a practitioner, we are going to tell you to come back in, let's say, XYZ. That is the time that you actually book for your appointment. Now when you book for that appointment, you're being asked to trim your hair. You can trim your hair 2 days or 3 days prior to the hair removal session. We are trying to tell you to trim, not to trim out the entire hair, but just to reduce the hair so we can get a precision and be able to identify the hair single strands and then use the laser to target those areas. So that's why we ask you to trim your hair. Now you've come in for your session, sometimes asked to come in 1 hour or 30 minutes before that time. The reason is very important is to numb your skin. Usually laser can be a little bit uncomfortable for some people, so you get 30 minutes depending on your pain threshold. So when you get numbed, you're being asked to wait. Some people don't like waiting, so please wait. If you have a very good pain threshold, you can come in, let's say 20 minutes or 10 minutes before that time. But as someone who has worked on different skins and different individuals, I would highly recommend that you get numb. That way it's comfortable and it saves time for both the practitioner and both yourself, so you can get on with the rest of your day. So you've had your laser session done and it was successful. What do you do after the laser session? What you need to do, you're being told to avoid using harsh products on that area where you had your laser hair removal done, just to make sure that that area is not irritated, there's no exfoliation. So just use a soothing agent. That is the best skincare ingredient you're going to use. And also top up with sunscreens, because sunscreens, they are your best friends. So you can't do a laser and then not have an aftercare. Okay, the sunscreens, some lasers, depending on the setting that was being used, you might also be giving a depigmenting cream, because as someone who has worked on the skin, I might be sensing that, oh, this person could possibly burn from this laser, and I will let you know that there are chances of you burning after that laser. So I'll give you a depigmenting cream. Sunscreens, pigmenting creams, soothing creams, they are really important as an aftercare for lasers. And also you are also advised to use warm water when bathing, at least for the first 48 hours. So these are the things that you're supposed to do after your laser hair removal session. And we're going to talk about cost of laser, because I mentioned earlier about the number of sessions. I'm going to mostly specify this video for Nigeria and UK. These are the two countries. So in Nigeria, different clinics can decide to put different prices depending on the type of laser that they have. So prices can range from 35,000 naira to 60 5,000 naira in Nigerian currency. Now in the UK, prices can range from 40 to £100 per session. So like I said earlier, you need to save up money before you start laser hair removal, but it is the effective and the best way to actually reduce your hair. Electrolysis is also great. Electrolysis, you need to, however, do a number of sessions of laser before you can get to do electrolysis, and some candidates are not really ideal to start electrolysis, because I noticed that in my comments in the previous videos, people were talking about electrolysis and how it is great for them. It is great because it helps to reduce the hair and also pluck out the hair, so the hair stops to grow. However, the coily hair, people who have coily hair tend to struggle with the electrolysis because it doesn't get it from the hair root. I think my battery is about to go. We've come to the end of this video. I'll talk more in the comment section. Please comment, like this video, share this video. I'll see you in my next one.